Percy was shunting cars there. He was far too busy. Then he saw something. The buffer swirled and whoosh. Suddenly, it was Thomas. He was pulling out a freight car. It was the car of stone. Yes, said Thomas. I got him out. Percy was excited. Thomas, you're back! And so is that freight car. I have some news. Diesel 10 is stuck. He bashed into a goods train, and his trucks are stuck. Well, said Thomas, we're gonna have to get him out. And they whooshed off to find him. Meanwhile, Diesel 10 was in a mess. He was all covered in goods. Thomas came with James to help them find Diesel 10. When they soon found him. Said James. Silly diesels, or stinky, or dirty. You must be really necessary. Grrr, said Diesel 10. Then Sir Thomas Hat came along. Diesel 10, I should have noticed. You must be the diesel that caused trouble every day. Well, I'm very cross with you. You've caused confusion and delay. Diesel 10, go. Boom. As for you, Thomas, you and James have to get the decorations. I'll have to get 2 tender bodies for this. And he left. Thomas and James felt sorry for him, but they soon went to the station. I can't believe my coat is going to be good for Santa. It looks just like it, said James. Diesel 10 growled. Meanwhile, Stanley was shunting cars in the yard when the floor manager came along. Diesel 10 stuck on the line, he said. You need to get the breakdown. You need to get Darrow out for Percy. Stanley understood. A few minutes later, he got it. Percy came along. He buffered up. Soon they were off. I can't believe we're going to meet Diesel 10, said Darrow. Stanley came along as well. He was taking the goods train as well. Emily was sad. I didn't mean to. I must get cold for Christmas. Then Gordon came along. Woo-hoo! He had been repaired at the steamworks. He soon bustled about. He came with some Thomas Hat on his cap. 2 tender bodies, said Gordon, and said Sir Thomas Hat. I am very cross with you. You've caused trouble today, and I had enough trouble from yesterday. You should be ashamed of yourself. Emily looked sad. I'm sorry, sir. You'll put right what you did. And Diesel 10 is going to be mended soon. He's going to be in the sheds right away. Woo-hoo! And Gordon hopped round the back from the quarry back to Knapford Station, the new station which was going to be repaired. Woo-hoo! Toots and Molly were worried. She wasn't sure that this was going to be right. She took the goods train to the station and decided to head for home. Soon, everybody was at the station. Lights and tingles were everywhere. Everybody was happy. Diesel 10 was repaired at last. It was getting dark. tomorrow will be Christmas, said Thomas. Indeed, he gave another grr. Just then, Percy came along. He had Annie, Clarabelle, Annie, and Clarabelle with him. I got more passengers, said Percy. Well, that's more than I can count, said James. Tooth and Molly came behind. No one had seen him before. Then he spoke to Clarabelle from the back. What's wrong? asked Clarabelle. I'm getting sad, he said. Whatever I do, I mess up. Well, said Clarabelle, put right what you did wrong. Lieutenant Molly was surprised. You're right, said Lieutenant Molly. He huffed away with a sack to the sheds. She had just delivered her delivery. Who was that? asked Annie. Was it Lieutenant Molly? Yes, it was, said Clarabelle. But he left. He was sad. They didn't matter anyhow. Thomas was ready. Just then, whoop, whoop, Gordon chucked. He was ready too. I'm ready, said Gordon. I just delivered my passengers, and the Tubbs Head is here. Mr. Conductor will be here any minute now. They waited, but he didn't come. They waited some more, but he didn't came. Thomas looked concerned. Cinders and ashes, cried Thomas. Something must have happened to Lieutenant Molly and Mr. Conductor. Maybe they went to the sheds to talk, said Gordon. Maybe they did, said Emily. She was concerned as well. Thomas looked surprised. Maybe I can find her and Mr. Conductor. And with a cloud of steam, Thomas huffed off. Diesel and didn't like the look of that. My master had built me, but now she's caused me trouble everywhere. I wonder where she could be. They'll have to figure out in the 17th part. To be continued.